Good evening, everyone. What a great crowd here we have tonight. Wow. Each year, it really is so much fun to be here, to catch a glimpse of the many cultures that are right here in our South Minneapolis community. The group called Ballet Folclórico Mexico Azteca, they provide that Mexican folklore classes, they provide performances that educate, that preserve, that inspire people to celebrate Mexican heritage through the arts. Thank you again to the dancers. Good evening again to all of you. Let me be the first to welcome you to Urban Ventures' 25th anniversary celebration. We have a really great crowd out here tonight, and as I look across this packed room, something really important stands out to me. It's not just a party tonight. This is much bigger than simply a dinner or a concert. Tonight feels like one big giant family reunion. You sponsored tables, you bought tickets, you brought your family, your friends, your colleagues. Many of you even traveled across the country to be with us for this special evening, and a big thank you. If this is your first time with us at Urban Ventures, we are particularly grateful that you are here, so a big warm welcome. My name is Brandi Powell. I'm the weekend anchor and reporter at KSTP 5 Eyewitness News. I'm honored to be your MC tonight. Thank you. You know, my journey with Urban Ventures began when I was on assigned to cover the Urban Ventures family program. I've since covered many stories with Urban Ventures. I've worked with the Inspired Women's Luncheon, and I knew I had to be a part of this greatness. So now I'm getting involved. I'm volunteering as a youth mentor, connecting one-on-one with the youth, supporting them to be the leaders of tomorrow. As we reflect over the many recent events, sometimes the world's feeling pretty divided. I know this firsthand. You turn on the TV, right? It seems like there's a lot of hatred, maybe even some animosity. I see it. I cover this in the stories that I do. But tonight is something different, something really special. You came to this event because you care about this community. You care about the people who are in it. You're here tonight in the spirit of generosity and compassion for those in need. Tonight is a night to come together to make sure that every child and every family has a fair chance. In short, you're here because you want to help. You might be asking, okay, what exactly am I helping with? Well, by the end of the night, with your help, we are going to raise financial resources to move 1,000 children closer to Urban Ventures' big goal. That goal is to break the cycle of poverty by sending every child in this 25-block neighborhood to college or another form of post-secondary education. Tonight, thanks to you, 1,000 lives are going to change. Think about that. It's a privilege that we all have here tonight. Together, we are going to impact those 1,000 lives, and if that doesn't get you excited, I'm not sure what will. I want to take a moment. We've got good energy in here. I love this. Let's take a moment, kind of get back to the basics, right? So, I want to give you a closer look at how we're going to get this work done, how the mission is actually going to be accomplished. If you've been a longtime supporter of Urban Ventures, you know we talk about the 60,000 children living in poverty in Minneapolis. If you compare that to Chicago, it's at least 5 times as many there. So in comparison, 60,000 really is a big number, but a solvable one. It can be easy sometimes to label children in need, children in poverty, as the need. But instead of the need, really, these kids are the opportunity. They are the future, and we need them. Let me explain what I mean. As you might know, Twin Cities businesses right now, they're facing a hiring crisis. It's getting worse. By 2020, it's estimated that the talent shortage across the Twin Cities is going to exceed the number of children who are living in poverty. Employers will try to solve this by having well-paying jobs, living wage jobs, but in order to get that good job, kids in our community, they need to finish high school. They need to receive job training. So, what's standing in our way? Minneapolis ranks worst in the nation in what's called the achievement gap. So the achievement gap measures the academic performance of urban students of color as compared to their suburban white counterparts. And that achievement gap and the workforce gap are strongly linked together. Our region is feeling the effects more and more every day. And Urban Ventures, we sit right in the middle of this gap. The blocks surrounding our gathering here have the highest child poverty in the state. It's 51% for kids ages 5 to 11. The high school graduation rate for students of color is a mere 55%. But the good news tonight is we are all gathered here together to do something about that. As I mentioned earlier, our mission is focused on one specific goal. That's doing whatever it takes to prepare and send every child in this 25-block radius, this 25-block neighborhood, either to college or some kind of post-secondary education. So this could mean 4-year programs, 2-year programs, vocational training, military, whatever closes that gap for each individual youth. And we know that that road all the way to college starts at birth. That's why Urban Ventures programs form a pipeline that supports kids and their families all the way from cradle to career. Research shows that children growing up in poverty face more challenges than simply being low income. These youth are challenged by different things like lack of exercise, lack of good nutrition. Some of them have undiagnosed learning disabilities. Many get bullied. Even more, don't have an older adult in their life to lean on. The challenges are complex and complicated. No doubt, breaking this cycle of poverty is challenging, but it's possible with a holistic solution to combat this. Youth are here with Urban Ventures. It's one of the few organizations that's working alongside both the youth and their parents at the exact same time to develop holistically the mind, the body, and the heart. Urban Ventures Family Center helps parents navigate through the school system. It helps them create a budget, develop parenting skills that they need for the kids to succeed. Urban Ventures youth programs help the kids eat right, stay active, develop all of their creative talents, and of course, succeed in school. As I mentioned, this is all a 25-block neighborhood that we're talking about here, and Urban Ventures describes it as the core area. House by house, we are canvassing the community, making sure that every family gets an invitation to take part in this program. But the work with Urban Ventures can't be done alone. There are 81 nonprofits, schools, and government agencies and other resources that all work together across sectors. All of this forms an approach that makes sense in theory, right? You're thinking, okay, this sounds nice. This sounds like in theory it would work. Well, how do we know, though, that's actually happening? Well, with Urban Ventures, we measure it. Urban Ventures keeps track of 10 key metrics for youth and their family. So one of them, for example, are they reading at grade level? Are they exercising every day? Are they getting those 5 servings of fruits and veggies? This data is essential to our long-term success because it helps catch those problems early and make some adjustments along the way. So here's an example. Hundreds of kids begin their journeys at Urban Ventures. Their parents enroll in parenting classes. And we measure early literacy and reading comprehension in 6 to 12-year-olds every 3 weeks. And listen to this, we're seeing that 85% of them have shown gains, and that's just in the past 90 days here. As a child then enters grade school, he or she can start to attend the after-school summer programs. Last year, more than 90% of the youth tested in our summer program beat that summer slide by maintaining or improving both their math and reading skills. They also receive nutrition education, sports activities, and this is great, an opportunity to learn an instrument. All of these things are designed to help them succeed in high school. So then we fast forward to the high school seniors. I mentioned earlier that the graduation rate in our neighborhood here for students of color is only 55%. Some great news to share. This year, 85% of our high school seniors graduated on time and with post-secondary plans. Yeah. We're working with those remaining 15% to make sure that they can get caught up on those credits and join their peers. Then, fast forward, after high school, Urban Ventures provides pathways to college for those who otherwise might not have a chance. 127 scholars have earned a full need Act 6 scholarship for urban and community leadership. You pool all of that together, and our Act 6 partner schools are providing more than $25 million in awards over 4 years. Nationally, yeah, you clap for that. Nationally, just 11% of first-generation low-income students will graduate, but get this, 95% of Urban Ventures Act 6 scholars are on track to graduate on time. Big deal. So I'm hoping by hearing all of this that you're starting to get the sense of how everything that Urban Ventures does all fits together. And while I could stand here all night sharing some more statistics, sharing some more stories, I want to take a moment to actually show you Urban Ventures in action. Let's take a peek inside.